What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into bets of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge It to the Game Sports Podcast. Brought to you by BetUS, man. Create your BetUS account. As you can see, man, we got it up. We got the shit up for you guys, man, so you can see it. Let you know we're not joking. We're not playing around. Very happy to have you on. Make sure you use promo code to the game. Like I said, the offer still stands, man. 125% of your original bet. So, join that, man. And then obviously Simply 8 vitamin gummies, man. Got them right here. We'll talk a little bit more about it, throughout the show. Like I said, this shit does not fix your ED, man. All right, I can't help you. Please, leave my fucking inbox. Hey, this shit not working, man. Hey, get you some fucking garlic and some arginine. But welcome, man. Welcome. Big Z's in the building. Z, man, what's up, man?
What's up? Everything has been good, NBA playoffs in full swing. NHL playoffs have been great. Baseball's been good. It's a good time of the year. Yeah, and the NFL offseason, WNBA, USFL. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I like the little touch now with the USFL. Like, obviously we're football fans, first and foremost. So football's, always near and dear to us. So the USFL is actually a big deal, man. And we love it and stuff like that. But, man, we got a loaded show for you guys today, man. We're going to talk a little NFL news. Getting back to the NFL side, we love football. We miss it. We hope it comes back sooner. We're not talking USFL, all right? But, it comes up, we try it about it. But going to talk a little NFL news. Kyler Murray coming back to camp. Z, his Steelers with Tuitt retiring, man. All of a sudden, we're going to talk. I got my Bucs shit on, so we're talking Bucs fans, man. Akeim Hicks, man, is in the building, baby. The big man gonna hold it down in the middle, him and Big Vita Vea. And then obviously we're gonna talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. Well, NBA championship. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, if you
finals are here.
Yeah, finals is here, man. If you're not in the Charge to the Game group on Facebook, man, join it. I'll try to put the link. Well, it's always at the bottom of the link in the description of the show. I actually posted in there if you're a Warriors or a Celtics fan. If you want to join us tonight, come on, hop on, man. I think Barry chimed in from was it Bro Fan Sports Podcast. He might join us, he might not. Either way, he'll definitely hop on at some point in time. And then Z, man, your brother, man, Rev, man, chimed in. So
yeah, Lamar.
Yeah, man. So Lamar
back to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, hey, brother Lamar, we're looking forward to having you.
Celtics to the core.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to having you at some point in time, man. We're going to talk about these soft-ass era compared to, all of that, man. So, but yeah, let's start off with the NFL stuff. Oh, and for our betting guys, obviously, we're going to talk bets at the end, okay? Obviously, it's not NFL. There's only one NBA playoff matchup. So where's the money coming from? Some might bet baseball, WNBA. My money's on WNBA. Z's always holding it down with the hockey and the baseball, and then Jay will probably hop in at some point too, right? Also lining up a betting expert, man. You guys see him on TV. I mean, I'm not gonna, announce it yet, but he smells us a little bit. He sees us, he sees us getting some money on this side now. So, like it's a lot of big things to come, man. But let's hop into it, Z, man. Let's start off with your Steelers, man. I see you got the Steelers with jersey on and shit like that.
Yeah.
Tell us about Tuitt, man. Tell us what's going on with your Steelers right now.
Oh, it's I mean, he skipped last season. Everybody knows the story about his brother passing away tragically in, I think it was in June or July of last year. And so he didn't play last season. Steelers kept him on the roster, kept him on the salary cap, told him to take as much time as he needs and make whatever decision is best for him. And after missing last year, he announced today that he is retiring. And so one of the best defensive linemen NFL has seen, multiple-time Pro Bowler.
Young too, wasn't he young?
Yeah,
he was under 30. He was like what, 28 under or something like that.
Yeah, it's sad. It's tragic story.
You think he kind of lost his way a little bit since? I mean, it happens because I know losses. I mean, we don't know the dynamic of the family and stuff like that. There's nothing like obviously losing a family member and then obviously his brother. Was it something tragic or was it?
Yeah. His brother was changing a tire and got hit by a car on the highway.
Stuff like that'll change your life, man. So for all the people that are kind of mad and maybe looking at it a different way, I understand you're mad. I can imagine because he's a great player, but at the same time, man, this is bigger than sports. This is bigger than football. This is somebody's brother. This is a family member. This is a father probably. This
and I
is
mean,
a
he
son.
spent last year. He went back to Notre Dame, got his degree instead of playing football, and then he just basically he said, "I recently graduated," based on his statement. And after the death of my brother, I know my life is more beyond the sport of football. And then he thanked everybody in Pittsburgh, thanked the Rooney family, Coach Tomlin, Pittsburgh organization.
That's beautiful, man.
And his last line: "It was an honor and a privilege to play for this historic team. Go Steelers."
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And I'll say this as a Bucs fan: we're in my Bucs gear and Bucs stuff. We don't hold a candle to a Pittsburgh Steelers organization, man. Not at all. Like I said, in Pittsburgh, the Steelers are a historic NFL. They're a historic franchise, period. When you think of historic franchise, you think of the Cowboys, you think of the Yankees, you think of the Celtics, you think of Pittsburgh. I mean, the Ravens are a little newer, but the Ravens are getting up there. You think of organizations like Patriots. You think of organizations like
Green Bay, football-wise, and Chicago. The original teams.
Yeah, I mean, you think of teams like that kind of held it down for years, that consistently do it the right way.
And, I mean, difference about the Steelers, I mean, Rooney family has owned it since the beginning of time. And so it's a family organization. They rarely raise ticket prices. They've been sold out every game since 1972. And I mean, I remember seeing a story where with Leon Searcy, who was an offensive lineman who took money to go to Jacksonville, left as a free agent. And he talked about his agent didn't tell him Pittsburgh made a counteroffer because it was less, and told him to take the money to go to Jacksonville. And he said it was the worst decision he ever made of his life. If he knew that Pittsburgh made an offer, he would have taken less money to stay. And then he talks about now, 30 years later, the Steelers are the only team to send him his son birthday wishes, send his family gear, send him tickets to any game. And he said the other two teams he played for don't do nothing. And that makes a difference.
I feel you. And as you, Jay, actually, we were just talking, man, but welcome, man. We were just talking about Stephon Tuitt, retiring, the defensive lineman from the Steelers. I don't know if you heard of it. But dude retired because going through some stuff with his brother dying over the past year and shit like that. And sometimes it's just too much for people and stuff like that, man. But I know that actually when you came on, man, you saw the little graphic.
I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna try to act like I just knew it was there. Man. I was gonna try to act like but that shit hard.
This shit ain't it. I told you, man. We here now, man. Charge it to the game. It's in the fucking building. I didn't want to slice it, man.
I'll try to get lucky too.
All right, you give a black man a little something, they take it to the next level.
I was literally thinking, I'm like, all right, Jay, be cool. Don't say too much. Act like you've been here. You know what I'm saying? That'll be it.
I'm trying to change it out to see it more, but it is what it is. You already saw it. But no, we were just talking about Tuitt, retiring with the loss of his brother. And like that.
And I mean, think about it, with the Steelers, even when Ryan Shazier got injured, they kept him on the roster the next year so he could complete his 5 years and get the full pension until he's finished. And then he could keep the health insurance and get it. So they played the following season with one player less than every other team by keeping him on the roster, just so he could qualify for the rest of his life to be taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean, Steelers organization's always been a class act. Y'all got me on record saying that, even I do not like the Steelers. historically. But their organization has always been a class act. Like Tom, there's some things that are undeniable in that situation. That's what's up. It's sad to hear, but that's what's up.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, some things are bigger than football and everything like that. But either way, Steelers defense is already. They're going to be, as long as they play up to par, they'll be fine. Their biggest problem is going to be on the offensive end with Mitch Trubisky,
the quarterback. Well, it's a battle right now. They say it's an open competition with him and Pickett.
Bro, but let me ask you this.
I can't wait till they cut Mason. I don't even want him on my roster.
Let me ask you this, though.
Just release him.
Let me ask you this. Being a Steelers fan, being realistic, do you, with the questions, I know they've bolstered some of the holes in the offensive line.
Yeah,
offensive line is still a little, they got some spot, but are you okay with putting a rookie out there season one, with this offensive line?
The thing about Pickett, because he was 5 years at Pitt, so he went the full time. He didn't leave.
He's old too, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a season.
So that's why they always said he's the most ready to start.
I bet
as soon as possible. Versus
25 or something.
Well, yeah. Versus.
No, I'm serious. I thought he was like 25 years old, bro.
I still love that smokescreen the Steelers pulled telling the world they've taken Malik Willis in the first round, and he ended up going third round?
Yeah, third round. Nah, that was crazy. But I remember I had Kenny going to y'all.
Yeah.
He did, though. If you listen back to the episode, he did say, like I said, it's all on tape.
I think Trubisky's going to win because he's for this year.
Yeah,
he's on a good deal. They're only going to pay him $7 million.
And
the hope is that Pickett takes over. That you drafted him in the first round. So,
so my question is, Z, like, I know you all like as far as like 500 and being like a really good team record wise. Would you be mad if y'all kind of took a flyer on losing this one season, even though y'all have pieces? It's one of those things.
Tomlin
to take a better player.
And then here, the first bet I was looking at was Vegas season odds. Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Yeah.
And the Steelers I saw a Vegas chart where their over under is 7 wins. The over 7 is plus 290. To go over 500 is 9-8. Tomlin has never, even with Duck Hodges, did not have a losing season. With Duck Hodges,
that's gonna be interesting when we come to like bets when we start the football season, because in that division, man, you got the Ravens. The Ravens are always there. You got the Bengals.
Ravens had a lot of injuries too last year. So
that's what I'm saying.
Everybody
Ravens had a lot of injuries. They had no running back. They had Le'Veon Bell and Devontae Freeman at some running backs. They lost the best
corners. Peters was gone.
So the Ravens are coming back. The Bengals went to the fucking Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. That remains.
The Browns are the Browns.
The Browns got Deshaun Watson. They don't have Baker.
Well, with Watson's suspension pending, so it depends. If he gets 6 games, if he gets 8 games, that's going to make a difference.
Yeah. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Or now with new allegations, he might get the whole season.
That's true. The allegations did come up.
And then the way they set up his contract, him only making $1 million this year, so he loses no money. And next year he makes $45 million. Browns are they're absolute snakes for that.
It is what it is.
I'm a Steelers fan, but that is just horrible.
He's made his money though. He's had that contract.
Of course.
He has that 20. Texas paid him a contract.
That's why they didn't have to do that. But that was their last.
He wasn't worrying about it though.
Yeah, that was
get on the field
for the Browns last icing on the cake to make sure he signs with Cleveland. Your first year when you get suspended, your salary is only going to be $1.9 million. So the suspension, if you miss 6 games, subtract it out of that $1 million. And your second year and moving on, you'll be making $45 million a year. What?
That's crazy. That's insane.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. That division is gonna be something, man. I just was listening to the other episode the other day before we came on. Remember when Coach Hugh Jackson, man, when he was like, some people get the wrong massage. That shit was funny as hell.
That's wild. That's wild.
Oh man. But shout out to Coach Hugh, man, the Grambling. But anyway, moving on, man. With a Bucs fan, like I said, I got my Bucs shit on, man. Man, I'm very happy with the signing of Akeim Hicks, man. I don't think you guys know, man, because a lot of people might be like, okay, Akeim Hicks is good, he's solid, he's old. who did the Bears have on that defensive front, man? They were triple teaming him. Akeim Hicks is huge. He's like 345, 350 pounds. He's like Vita Vea, but he's 6'5". And he's, and he's incredibly strong. He's athletic. He's pretty, he has decent speed for a big dude.
Yeah.
Man, Bucs fans, like I said, I mean, I'm okay with losing to Dominic and Sue for Akeim Hicks. And a lot of people are like, man, Sue balled out. Sue did play well. But there was also, I was watching as a Bucs, there were also games where he was not playing so well, man. I think he started smelling himself a little bit. Like I said, Dominic and Sue's age, I get it. He finally won his ring and stuff like that. But I think this is Akeim Hicks is a older vet. He's a hungry. He hasn't won shit.
That D line is gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be nuts, man. Like I said, with Vita Vea, Akeim Hicks. I mean, if you're a Madden guy, let's put it this way: Vita Vea is probably like a 98, 99 strength. Akeim Hicks is probably like a 95. You know what I mean? These dudes are just gonna just literally grab linemen and throw them in the fucking backfield. You know what I mean? And you can't double both of them, and that's the beautiful thing. And then I think you got William Goldston, man. This is gonna be a big year for you, man. They sign you to a new contract. And then now Devin White and Levante David, they should really go out there and do their thing. Levante always does his thing. Now, Devin White, I'm a big fan of yours, bro. I don't know if you're ever gonna get this message or not, man, but you gotta be a little bit more disciplined, man, because I see it. Like I said, I can see the flashes and stuff. I'm pretty sure you know it and you're aware of it. You have a little bit to work on, man. Sometimes you're out of position and you get a little bit emotional, man.
What are your thoughts on Todd Bowles taking over as head coach?
I think it's beautiful, especially obviously we're black guys. You know what I mean? Black head coach, minority coach in Tampa.
And all the coordinators. Think about it. They got Byron, and they got Bowles is still going to be the defense coordinator. They got Keith Armstrong as the special teams.
Yeah, man. So and the beautiful thing is, I mean, this is put together by Bruce Arians. He's a white guy. You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy who recognized
he has a long history. When you know Bruce Arians' history as a player at Virginia Tech, Tiki Barber's father was his roommate, and it was the first mixed race roommates to ever be roommates at Virginia Tech. And so they basically broke the segregation of that football team. Bruce and Tiki Barber's dad together.
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
Side note, did y'all hear about what happened to Marion?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sad story.
He died. He's dead.
Marion Barber
passed away.
Marion Barber, the running back?
Yeah.
For the Cowboys?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. They found him dead in his apartment. But I heard he was wilding out, so.
Man.
The corner from the Cardinals passed away yesterday.
God damn.
I forgot his name. Yeah, I posted in the Charge to the Game Facebook
from TCU.
Yeah. Like I said, these are regular everyday people, but I mean,
his was a car accident, so that's
man. Like I said, these car accidents and stuff like that, man, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. You know what I mean? You can't be flying through the neighborhood and raggedy ass Dodge Chargers and minivans like the people do in my neighborhood. And, you know what I mean? Not mine, bro. I'm sick of it. Like the neighborhood I live in. Jay, I don't know if you've been here or not. And Z, you've been here one time, I think. But and this is not. I forgot, man. These kids, man, coming home from fucking college and raggedy ass Hondas and motherfucking minivans and just flying through the fucking neighborhood, man.
I see it.
But I just be like, man, come on now. But anyway,
that's definitely been me. So
bro.
I was out there, me and my man, in minivan, and I'm in the Toyota Highlander, just kicking around.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see me, bro. Because I mean, like if you, it'll be different. It's not nobody on my street. It's on the back street of where I live. They don't. I'm pretty sure they don't listen to the show and shit like that. But literally, the other day, I wish I just had a rock because I literally threw it at the motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
Because they started at the end of the street and said, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, do that out on the regular road, and you were not going anywhere. I got something in my garage, man. That'll blow you away. Actually, two of them.
Nah, for real, two of them. I'm about to say, smoke that little shit.
You know what I mean? If you want to race, we can race, man. But I mean, come on now, this is the neighborhood. But that's a little side note. Bucs fans, man, like this is exciting, man. I don't want to hold it too long, Jay, man. I know you want to talk about. Actually, shoot, you got your two teams, man. We ain't letting you off the hook, man. We ain't forget about your football. Let's talk about Dan. Dan's making the news, man. They need to let that motherfucker go. Tell us about your football team, brother.
I mean, well, honestly, I haven't been. I just the last thing I seen about.
Oh, you can't give up on them, man. You DMV, man. You rock New Balances, nigga.
I haven't had a new pair since then. You're right.
The story today is they're building the smallest stadium in the league. What they said 64,000 fans.
This shit is laughable, dog. Hey, watch, I'm gonna keep cooking y'all. Cause y'all want to talk all that shit when we suck for the longest and all of that. Man, I'm gonna keep cooking y'all because y'all walk around here, man.
They're literally building the Chargers temporary stadium, the soccer stadium that the Chargers played in for the 1 year before they moved into the Rams stadium. 60,000 for a football game. Maryland's basically University of Maryland Stadium is bigger than that.
Damn. See, why you doing that? See? I mean, you're not wrong.
I can't believe Snyder's ego will listen to the experts he got around him that are telling him, look, man, we don't want all these empty seats.
Oh my God!
To be exposed on TV.
He losing his whole audience.
He need to let it go.
Or we don't want the Steeler fans to come in and take over the whole 90,000 seat stadium.
Hey, and this is how bad it is, though. I was listening to Sports Talk Radio. It might have been like 106.7 a fan or something because I listened to it. On one of the shows, they were talking about because they're obviously trying to see where they're going to build the stadium. Are they going to build it in Maryland and knock down FedEx or another parking lot? Are they going to build it near the harbor? Or are they going to build it in Virginia?
It's in Virginia.
They're talking about somewhere in fucking Woodbridge or Dumfries.
I know.
Yeah,
not even Virginia close to D.C. Way out Virginia.
Yeah, way out Virginia.
They're talking about raggedy-ass Dumfries, bro.
Yeah. Now, imagine if they only have a 60,000-seat stadium. It's way out. Now, for those who don't know, it's way out past even part of Virginia can be considered suburbs.
Man, that's DC. Virginia Beach.
And then this is way out, about another hour past that. Those tickets are going to be super expensive. It's only going to be only affluent people who will go to Washington games. I mean, they're pricing out a big part of their fan base.
They are.
But the thing is, I mean, you know what they're doing? Because a lot of the Maryland people ain't fucking with them. They like other teams. They didn't kind of glanced over like Jay.
Well, the Ravens
said, "Fuck this shit, man." They didn't put them fucking New Balances on the shelf and they rocking Jordans now. Right? They ain't rocking them fucking
just
grays.
40 minutes the other way. You're straight in Baltimore. Then a couple hours down the
might as well
keep on driving. You'll go all the way to Philly.
Man, you might as well like Baltimore. I ain't gonna lie. You might as well just start fucking with Baltimore. If you live in Maryland, you might as well just start liking the Baltimore Ravens. They got a good product, all right, and they hold it down. Their games are on. And see, Ben, I mean, their atmosphere is fire. They got the city around it, little local bars and shit. They got the casino.
A night games where they have the Ravens,
free
and the
parking.
Lighting.
I've been to the casino and walk, man.
I've been to the harbor plenty of times.
I think a funny part of Ravens games. So I went to, I believe it was a Sunday night game when they played the Colts, and when they wanted the crowd to get in and boo, they put Roethlisberger's picture on the big screen, and the whole stadium started booing. I'm like, wait a minute, Steelers ain't even playing in this game. I cannot believe this. And then they kept doing it. And no, but I love the rivalry. Ravens fans are great to actually interact with. And even on Ben's last game that the Steelers won in Baltimore, as a tribute to him, they showed every sack that the Ravens had against Ben going back to, and then Suggs was the main guy who had the most sacks.
Like I said,
he was Raven of the day to come in and start the game.
They got a good organization, man. That's why I said they're up and coming. They're not like old school like the Steelers. But bless you. But let me ask you this, Jay, with you being a Washington, like how do you feel about this, bro? Because like I said, you more. I mean, that's your area. You know what I mean?
Commanders when they're way out in Virginia.
That's still the Commanders.
Does that make a difference to an old time Washington fan?
I mean, yeah, man. Especially like somebody that's
Think about the RFK days. Yeah, think about that.
Yeah, like it was always close to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the whole argument with the Baltimore thing was. Well, one, you know how it is. DMV is separate than Baltimore.
But let me say this, bro. Y'all not gonna be Baltimore. Y'all not gonna be saying two and you and all of that. Like you just going to the game. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But go ahead.
That's true. But no, I mean you're right. But more so it was a distance thing, right? Yeah. Like still, no matter what, like my house is 15 minutes, 10 minutes away from the stadium now. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. You feel me? I think this gives a chance for Washington fans to possibly jump ship. To be honest with you,
might as well hop on in.
When was the last time? I guess RG3 was the last time this area was rocked. I'm not even a fan. I went to that playoff game against the Seahawks.
It was electric.
Just as a football fan.
Yeah,
that shit was electric, man. And
that's the last time. Really, it's been.
It's the organization, man. It's Snyder, it's the coach, and then on top of that, they just do. They haven't done shit. They got fans falling out the fucking stands on Jalen Hurts. They got doo-doo falling on your head while you're sitting there eating a hot dog, man. I mean,
the worst.
You
already down in the glizzy. Now they have some white on. That's crazy. All right,
look, how many torn ACLs on that field? I mean, they always had the worst field, and they can't blame it on the weather because Baltimore, 40 minutes down the street, has a perfect field.
Right, and they got turf, and like I said, they take care of it. They got the worst weight room. They got a high school weight room, from what I understand. They had a strength coach that was selling dope. It was a fucking drug kingpin. They didn't talk about that. Google that shit. Google that. Google Washington football team or whatever. I'm gonna keep calling them the fucking football team. Fuck the Commanders shit. Washington football team strength coach. That motherfucker was a fucking drug dealer. You know what I mean?
I mean, these things don't surprise me about the area, bro. But like, to be honest with you, like,
bro, it's not that bad.
It's always.
I'm saying you acting like this is I'm telling you, man, because I went to school in Baltimore. Why DC is? I mean, I get it. Baltimore, you got no shot. They don't got no fucking inner school city programs and shit like that.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't got no goddamn charter schools like DC and shit, man.
Yeah.
They don't have nothing. They don't have shit.
Yeah, you know, DC got some money. DC got some money. 100%.
Man, Baltimore don't got shit. So there's no excuse why DC can't do better, man. To me, and that's just like I mean, like that's just my opinion. Baltimore don't have shit. All they ain't got shit but potholes. You know what I mean? Both of them do. Like I said, I mean, but actually, I hate driving out there. I only drive my truck.
About some them potholes are unforgiving. I'm telling you that right
now.
Man,
my man was talking.
They do got some good seafood spots. If you want some good seafood.
Oh yeah, no, I need all that. I need all that. Yeah, you're right.
All the crab spots and you go to Baltimore.
Baltimore.
You can eat good.
Yeah,
but
you go to Baltimore then. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the food.
Eat cheap and get knocked out when you come out.
That's how it is. I'm about to say, watch out every other street because you got the crackhead, you got the street that's good. You better peek around the next one.
Man, I don't like talking Baltimore like that, but I'll tell you this story. I remember I was coming home from school.
I love the harbor though.
I love the harbor too. It's nice.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
How did somebody knock on your window in traffic? Almost. I'm at a stoplight. Dude knock on my car window.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you got some money, man? I'm like, yo, this dude's really knocking on my window. I ain't got nothing. Get off my car. That dude threw a water bottle at my car. I'm like, yo, I don't want to get out and punish this dude because he's a bum. You know what I mean? I'm like, motherfucker knocked on my window and threw something at my car, man.
Yeah, you sound like he want to get your ass whipped. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But I'm just like, what do you do? Like, dude probably stink. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to do this. But that's just a little side note, man. But I guess moving on, let's talk a little bit about your Raiders, man, Jay. So I know the Washington Jones like a clown show, but your Raiders,
Yeah,
man,
it is.
y'all. A lot of people gonna be sleeping on y'all, man. I'm telling you, Raiders is gonna be they gonna be the boys, man.
Shoot, they tried out Kaepernick. Kaepernick went out there and got it.
We did.
Of a try.
We did. They were good to talk about it.
Incredibly sorry, Colin Kaepernick, man. So Jay, that's your squad. I know you had mixed emotions kind of on it before in the past, but as a Raiders fan, brother, tell us your opinion because you kind of, Well, I'm gonna let you go. Like, tell us your opinion on Kaepernick and just the Raiders.
Yeah, and then the connection, I think their quarterback coach was in San Francisco with Harbaugh and coached Kaepernick during that
Kaepernick,
time.
Yeah. So I mean that was the thing though too. What
Lombardi's son, his dad, former GM. And
but say
yeah.
I wasn't. I mean the Kaepernick thing, right? So Rome is correct. The Kaepernick thing, I think that Kaepernick deserves to have at least like a second spot in the NFL. I think he's better than a lot of these bench guys, to be honest with you. Even though I don't think Kaepernick is that good, in my honest opinion. I think he hit his stride. I think people overrate him.
And he hasn't played in multiple years. That's
right. He hasn't played multiple
2016,
years.
I think.
2016. I do find it admirable that Raiders still tried them out because let's just be real. The room is open for that. Like no one wanted to try out Kaepernick because he went against the NFL for discrimination. That's really how it is. So it's like it's really big to see the Raiders even still try him out. But you know what? And then when I sit up here and I really praise it, at the end of the day, I really think, is this really out the Raiders? How much shit have we gone through? So it sounds fucked up, but we had John Gruden, dog.
Call him a man with big gorilla lips and shit like that.
Right. He said it looks like Mission Tyler. That's crazy. That's so crazy. He cooked his ass. That's crazy.
I might have him on the show,
but no, I think it's big. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be enough. I do think that Kaepernick really messed up with getting the offer to Denver. Denver being a second string, but when he didn't want to be a second string, he wasn't getting paid like he thought he should have been. I think that's where he messed up because at least he would have got reps somewhere in the NFL. You may not have been having this conversation right now. So
Raiders are probably one of his legitimate shots. They didn't sign him right now because Mick Lombardi is their offensive coordinator,
right?
Who was in San Francisco with Kaepernick. So there's the relationship. It's a relationship business. I mean, that's why you see multiple quarterbacks will get 100 chances. Like Tyrod Taylor can get a backup job for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah,
man. Because he's a pro.
He is,
and he will always get a shot. And again, it's a relationship business. It's the way he's handled it. Like when the doctor stuck the needle in his chest and ruined his chance with the Chargers.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, he didn't sue. He just took it.
Yeah, see, that's better than me. I would have sued the fuck out of everybody. I would have sued them the holy shit. Yeah, I said it.
I hear you. But
punctured his lung by sticking the needle in the wrong spot and then ended his career.
So crazy.
Justin Herbert took over and never looked back.
Well, I wouldn't look back either.
Well, the Chargers are on their way now.
Yeah,
the Chargers better for it.
Same thing happened to Tyrod in Buffalo with Josh Allen. Same thing happened to him in Cleveland with Baker Mayfield. Tyrod is the guy who comes in, and now he signed with the Giants. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor are forever getting that bag. Yeah. That's exactly. He's not going nowhere.
I think he was in Houston and got hurt, and then Davis Mills got it.
Yeah, he did. Yep, literally that happened.
That's the story of his career everywhere. He took the Bills to the playoffs. People don't remember that. He literally took them to the playoffs.
I remember
Tyrod Taylor to me had potential. Like I seen him like Ryan Fitzpatrick, like degree as a quarterback. Like he can make some shit happen.
And he is a legend at Virginia Tech. He forever because he took them to Orange Bowl every year. So they had Michael Vick, the greatness, and then the middle time without him, and then Tyrod came in and went to 4 straight BCS bowls. Started for 4 years, and forever he's a legend in Virginia Tech. You can't say nothing wrong about Tyrod in Virginia Tech.
That's true.
Man. But yeah, Tyrod getting that though. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just about to continue talking about like me and Z. Teams are in a similar situation with our offensive lines.
Yeah, we'll see.
We kind of got people like right now. What I've been reading and I've been praying, and God has not been answering my prayers. I don't know how I'm seeing Alex Leatherwood back at tackle.
Well, he didn't do well at all.
Oh, he got shitted on it.
Maybe they're working with him. Maybe he was the rookie, right? The young guy, right?
Yeah. Drafted.
I would say this
a whole round beforehand.
I'll say this. Maybe they work with the guy because these rookies are raw. Maybe he got exposed to NFL. Maybe they're working with him because that's a big ass dude. Yeah. He got to wear a size 45 shoe, man.
I mean,
that motherfucker got some huge ass skis. I thought he was like, why he got skis on? That motherfucker going skiing or what? His feet big as fuck, dog. I'm just saying, his feet like that, man. It's off the charts. I'm telling you, if that motherfucker just plant his feet and just touch somebody, I mean, he could just do a job. But I mean, maybe he lost some weight because he's probably like 6'8", 300 and something. He might have been 350. That's a big ass guy.
He's a big ass guy, 100%. I agree,
man. But I mean, maybe he's young. Maybe they taught him something. We'll see though. Because Josh McDaniels ain't gonna take that shit. You know what I mean?
He's not. He has to be up out of there. That's something. I mean, we had him at guard. We have a lot of potentially decent guards.
He was okay at guard.
Yeah, he was okay at guard, but I guess when you look at the line, and we got better guards than him. It's like they're like, we got to try him at right tackle. And I'm like, man.
Maybe they're trying to just get their money's worth because they're like, if this Bigfoot motherfucker can't play tackle, all right, his Bigfoot ass gonna be the second guard on the depth chart or something. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, the Raiders is just gonna be a problem.
Offensive wise, you're right though. We got so many weapons. Like it matters, but it doesn't really
defensive.
Matter.
And the thing is, defensive too. You guys brought us some defensive pieces, and Max got paid.
Chandler Jones.
You got I forgot all about that. How the hell y'all get Chandler Jones opposite of Max Crosby? Max Crosby might win fucking defensive player of the year, man. He might fuck around and get 35 sacks or some shit. It's something wrong with Max. It's something wrong with Max. I don't think y'all don't know. It's something wrong with that redhead motherfucker. As soon as you say height, that motherfucker just.
He out of there. He hit the whole
motor.
Yeah, that motor. He hit that shit. He hit the line vicious, violent hands.
Yeah, and the thing is with him, man, I'm just happy because of his story. This motherfucker but this dude suffered from alcoholism, man, like depression and like all of that, man. And turned himself.
Got the big deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, football. I mean, we ain't gonna spend too much long. We spent 40 minutes talking about it, but man, let's talk about this NBA stuff, man. For the NBA guys, Barry's supposed to be joining us. We'll probably hop on another show. But obviously we have a lot of a few Boston Celtics fans in the group, man. So I know you guys are really excited. You guys are playing the Golden State Warriors. What? Tomorrow night, man? Was it Thursday?
Yes, it is tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Game 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, Golden State. It's already a dub, bro.
It's already a dub. Golden State.
Already a dub, bro. Golden State, bro. We need to start some more conversation.
So Steve Kerr's never lost a game 1 in the finals. So I think game 1. Yeah.
Bet US. Put your fucking bet in.
So right now,
already dropping dimes.
It was -3.5 right now. Now the craziness is the travel because that's the extreme. Boston to San Francisco.
Cali?
Yeah. And the league
opposite ends of the spectrum.
They don't do 2-3-2 anymore. So if it goes to game 6 and 7, 6 in Boston, 7 in San Francisco. I mean, that travel is going to be ridiculous.
It is going to be crazy. I will say this. Boston, man, well, first of all, congrats to the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. Both of them played well all season. Congrats to Klay coming back, man. Klay went through a lot. Came back and obviously lost a little step. He lost of explosiveness. That motherfucker can still shoot.
Game 6, Klay.
He's
They
still
always say,
stepping on people, man.
what's his nickname? Game 7 Clay. This year it's Game 6 Clay because he went off.
Yeah, man. Clay's back. I mean, Steph Curry now, the emergence of Jordan Poole.
Yeah, and
you got Wiggins.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Warriors, they should really win, but I will say this about Boston. They will battle. They will fight. Coach Udoka is doing a great job for the Boston Celtics.
First-year coach. And then think of both coaches from San Antonio. So off that Greg Popovich tree. Both played for Popovich, coached with Popovich, and now going against each other in the finals.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I mean, well, congrats to him. Like I said, Coach Udoka did an amazing job just making adjustments all series long. Yeah. Now, I will say this about Boston's fans. Well, not fans, but just in general. You guys did catch a lot of breaks, and I know you guys don't want to hear it. Now, like I said, you guys played what? You guys played the Milwaukee Bucks. You guys, hyped about taking down Jan. You didn't have played. You didn't play with Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is a 20-point per game scorer. A lot of those games keyed on Giannis and everything like that. Then you move on to the next round. Who was the next round? Well, actually, you took down the Nets. Took down the Nets. I'm sorry. Swept the Nets. So that's incredible. You know what I mean? But the Nets were a 7th, 8th, seed team. Took on the Bucs.
What I respect about the Celtics, they didn't sit anybody at the end of the season. They went.
I like it.
They said, we don't care. We'll play the Nets. Whereas the Bucs sat their players, and because of that last game of the season, Game 7 against the Bucs was in Boston, not in Milwaukee.
It was the matchup. Too, because the thing is with Boston, why I like Boston so much, and why I think they're gonna be tough to beat. They finished first in overall defense.
And Robert Williams.
Nobody wants to challenge him at the basket. So that matchup between Draymond and Robert Williams ain't Robert Williams.
I mean, and the greatest bet was the what's his name?
Bam Adebayo. His big rockhead ass. He's sorry.
Whenever Williams was in the game, Bam scored 8 points. When Williams is out, he is bullying the little guys, getting 30.
Getting 30.
What did Bam Adebayo do in Game 7? Nothing.
He cooked. I think he did. I think he did well.
Jimmy Butler.
It was Jimmy.
It was Jimmy.
On a bum leg. Yeah, it was game like when he was hurt. When Robert Williams was hurt, it was like Game 6 and 7 or something.
Oh yeah, Bam had 25 and 11. So I knew he tightened up.
Game 7?
Did something. Game 7, the last game, 25, 11, 4 assists. He did his thing.
Look at his Game 6 stats.
Oh no, the Game 6 stats was ass. Good God. But let's go ahead and look at it.
Every game Robert Williams played, he got nothing. When Robert Williams didn't play, he went crazy.
Nah, you're right, because it went from 25 and 11 and 4 to the 7. 6, it was 6, 9, and 2. 5, 18, 10, and 1. 4, 9, 6, and 2.
Yeah, you can see the games Robert Williams played and the games he missed.
Night and day difference. But I mean, Robert Williams, that Draymond and Robert Williams matchup is going to, Draymond going to be chopping. And he's going to try to get up on the Robert Williams skin. Like, Robert Williams is a big dude. He's athletic. He's going to challenge you at the basket. He ain't getting no easy baskets.
Yeah, he rebounds and block shots. And then hustles. He runs. So Bam, Bam is not a number 2. I learned that. If you can't take – when Butler was injured and you can't take over and take that baton, you're not a number 2. That's why you saw Embiid's quote, his tweet. He said – Miami needs another star to help Jimmy.
Yeah. Embiid?
Yeah. In the middle of Game 6 when Bam was getting cooked. I don't know if he has something against Bam, but he gonna tweet, Miami really needs another star to help out Jimmy.
They do though. I mean, you got to look at it because Tyler Hero was hurt, but Tyler Hero, he ain't a second. He's not I will say
in the regular season he was, but in the playoff time
he's a 6-man. But I'm saying he's not a number 2. He comes off the bench. But now who was supposed to be that number 2 option was Fat Boy. I'm talking about Kyle Lowry, fucking double quarter pounder.
Double quarter pounder Lowry.
Come on, man.
He was the other one. Kyle Lowry under. Every time it was like 20 points, he would score. The one game he went, 0 for him and Strus together were 0 for 15 from 3.
man, Kyle Lowry, man. Bro, you are an NBA player, man. You're 6'1", probably 250, 60 pounds, man. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? It makes no sense. Well, I'm sitting there looking, man, and you got size, 3X shorts as a fucking point guard, man. It just makes no sense.
What do you think of Jimmy?
I had to, man. You saw it. It's fucking big shorts.
What y'all think of Jimmy pulling up for three? When they're 11 seconds left, down by 2, instead of driving, getting the layup to tie the game or getting the layup and the foul and 1, he stops, and he's not a 3-point shooter and pulls up for 3, misses it, game over.
I think that he knew that if it would have went down to the muddy waters as an OT, they didn't have the staff to hang in there. I think his gas tank was gone. He's like, we had to win here. Yeah, we have to win here because I ain't got shit left, and I ain't mad at him for it. Our take probably not the best take, but he knew he was tired as fuck. We know that. So.
Gosh, when it happened, I was at the sports book, and I'm telling you, 90% of the people, just the gasp in the room. No.
when he shot that shit?
When he stopped for 3, he had the quick lane to the bucket to get the layup and tie the game with 11 seconds left, and he gonna stop, try to shoot the 3 to win it.
I will say this because I bet on the Heat, and I took them +3, and they lost by 4. I mean, at that point, I just wanted my money. I look at basketball. I don't really care about basketball. You know what I mean? Because I'm a sports bettor first and foremost. Look at our sponsor. I Bet US, a fucking sports book. Yeah, all right? I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. My fandom goes out the window. I bet against the fucking Bucs. The money, right?
Yeah, the money, right? I bet how much money I made up Detroit.
Or the other Bucs who are about to sweep the LA Dodgers at +400, +375. If you sprinkle something on the Pirates, this is game 3 is tonight of the series, and the Pirates are up again, close to +300, and they are winning again. On the season, Pittsburgh is 6-1 against the number 1 team, LA. The only team they can't beat is the Pittsburgh Pirates.
See, how you doing? How you doing in the baseball, man? I know you talking chat quite frequently. What is your record in the baseball?
I am doing well. I mean, baseball. So you got to pick your spots. I've learned to bet first 5s instead of full games because the bullpens will kill you. The bullpens will come in, or the worst rule: if you ever bet an under, and they go extra innings, they start extra innings with a runner on second. And then they'll score 8 runs in extra innings and kill your under when the score was 2-2 going to extra innings. So that's a gimmick that baseball added this season that goes against betting full games. Pick your spots, first 5. I mean, there's so many trends. Just watch the trends. Fade the bad teams. Go for the good teams. I mean, think about it. The least profitable teams to bet on, the Kansas City Royals, fade them. The Cincinnati Reds, fade them. The Philadelphia Phillies, fade them. And then the profitable teams, the Mets, and of course it's New York bias, Mets, the Yankees, the Astros, the Padres, and here's the shocker, the Arizona Diamondbacks, who you may think is not a good team, but whenever they win, the numbers are +300, +250. So you keep betting the Arizona Diamondbacks, and you're collecting bank. So my advice to baseball bettors: never bet a -200 or more than that. Never do it. Anything could happen in baseball. My limit is -150. I'll parlay bigger favorites, but imagine just if you look at the long-term game. You have one game, you bet a -300, and you lose. To make that money back, you have to win 5 games to make up for that -300 versus betting teams at plus money where you win 1 and it covers the other 3 days of loss.
Big Z and Jay, man, I know we probably going to get ready to close out with the bets and shit like that, man. So, what do you guys – well, G already gave yours, man. I think so.
And then hockey – this Colorado series versus, bet the over. They scored So many goals. I had the over was 6.5, and then the game last night, final score was 8-6 Avalanche over Edmonton. That the total pregame was 6.5. They went over in the second period. I couldn't believe it. Easiest bet ever made. No defense and no goalies. Just goals, and more goals. So when you're looking at that Colorado versus Edmonton series in the Western Conference, just bet the over.
All right, Jay. Jay, what you got?
So lately, right now for the baseball, I'm 21 as a tie because I broke even at 13 so far. I've been doing nothing but hits and strikeouts. They've been very, and I've been actually adopting the Rome situation. Like,
What's that?
if is it 220, but you know you're gonna hit, fuck it, throw the bag. You know it's gonna land. Fuck it, throw the bag. Throw the bag.
So he's using this for baseball now?
Yeah,
yes,
so look,
yeah.
He's the exact opposite of my strategy, but okay.
Exact opposite. But you know, I'm not doing too bad though. You know
let me ask you this. Now, how has that shit been, brother?
I mean, I've been 20 and 13 so far. And I expected to go more and more and get it.
I know half the country who've been having the Dodgers on their parlay the last 3 days against the Pirates, minus 400, minus 350, minus 450, and taking L's. And
that's where
you got to pick your spots, though. Now, for the dummies out there, like I said, what I do, I get money. You know what I mean? I do my research. I don't see minus 350 and minus 300 and be like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit. I know what I'm doing with my money.
Think about it. In baseball, even the good teams, the best teams are going to lose seven
Baseball
games.
is different. Like
you just got, and if you can find those spots where they lose the 70 games, like when Pittsburgh, a team that's 5-1 against the best team, the Dodgers, you could just hammer that plus 400 to plus 3. Just take a shot. Don't even got to put much money on. Put
baseball,
50 bucks on it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not the baseball, but I've definitely seen those big, because I'll glance at them. I don't really bet it unless Z says something, you know, and stuff like that. But I mean, from what I've seen those big minus 450 and shit like that. Them motherfuckers take L's in baseball.
Don't touch it.
But see, that's the thing though. That's why I don't bet teams. I bet like hits. Right. There's hits and strikeouts and stuff. I've been very. That was a shout out.
The prop bets.
Yeah. So shout out to this. Shout out to this. This thing. This kind of like a prop bet app I've been using, showing me percentages and stuff like that with players for points, assists, rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Showing me what's unders and what not. It's been helping you a lot.
Let me talk to you guys about this before we close out, and I'll give my best so we can get out of here. But like I said, with the landscape of sports betting now and being the way that it is, like I said, we're sponsored by sports betting at BetUS, man. This is a lot of people's. Well, it's been a lot of people's side job, but now it's becoming people's really side job. Because I know for like people like me, I've been doing this for a minute, so it's nothing. People already know, my lady and, my family and stuff like that. They already know, Rome is going to get off work, or if he is working and it's free, he's going to look at, his stats. He's going to look at, these articles. He's going to listen to sports. You got to bet responsibly, but you can make a lot of money, man.
Okay.
I don't think you guys understand how much money you can actually make in sports. When you bet on sports, it's not gambling. It's literally not. Because I'm telling you, I just for me, just me. I don't know. I'm not talking about Big Z and J, but for me, I went about 85, maybe even close to 90% of my fucking bets. It's not even a gamble at this point, man. It's just a matter of getting paid.
And a lot of times they say,
and it's ridiculous.
If you can hit 60% of your bets, you're going to make a lot of money.
It's crazy. Like, and the thing is, I'm winning on WNBA. WNBA. Z, me, you kind of, man. Z, tell me about WNBA, man. I'm sick of that. It's crazy, man. It makes no sense. This shit is so simple.
Galore.
Man, it's so fucking simple, man. Like, WNBA is probably the most But outside of football, my most profitable. Oh shit, my arm look kind of big there. But
I ain't seen the never be pressed to slide so quick in and out.
I saw that shit there. But I mean, like I said, outside of football, man, I mean, WNBA has definitely really held it down for me until football comes back. Because, like I said, basketball I watch and shit like that. I'm not a big fan of these guys flopping and shit like that. And to be honest, I'm kind of getting sick of basketball. To be honest, man, I'm not a big I don't like I don't like a lot of this flopping shit, man.
And the blowout.
It's really turning me off. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Basketball, NBA better do something. Well, I mean, just from my perspective,
we've had any. We've had very few good games. It's been blowout after blowout after blowout in the NBA.
Yeah, man.
Like if you watch the NHL, every game comes down to that edge. It's been great if you watch hockey.
I'll say this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna start watching hockey more next season.
Nah, hockey's lit, bro.
And like, NBA better do something, man. Because like I said, I like basketball. You know what I mean? And obviously it's easy to play. Everybody plays basketball and goes hoop with the boys and shit like that. But the NBA, man, they're gonna have to do something with this flopping shit and then the blowouts and these guys not playing on. It's just too much, man.
I mean, you literally.
It's not even good to take the game serious. James Harden, for crying out loud, lost the fucking game and his fat ass went to the strip club and eating fucking chicken wings out of strippers' asses and shit, man.
From a betting perspective, this NBA playoffs, every game, either the team that's won is covered all the time. And so it makes no sense taking the points. Just take that plus 450 money line on the underdog because the team that won has covered 90% of the games in the playoffs. Nah. And if you bet in game, you can tell in the first quarter. Just watch the first quarter. Whoever comes out hot, just hit it and go. Or the zigzag theory until if you look at the Celtics and Heat series, straight zigzag every game. The team gets beat, they get blown out by 30, and then they come back and win the next game.
From a sports betting standpoint, though, I mean, if you caught that, you made some real dough.
Yeah, just ride the wave.
All right, but I mean, yeah, if you're a fan, some of that stuff I just don't like watching, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, for me, man, WNBA, not really, well, for the finals period, I to be honest, I mean, I can see the Warriors winning, but for the value, I might have to take Boston. But I'm gonna be betting Boston on the series. But definitely Warriors game one. Steve Kerr never loses. Warriors game one. So I mean, Warriors. I mean, we're recording this Wednesday night. This episode will be up tomorrow. Put your bet in for the Golden State Warriors game one. I mean, for me,
last I checked, it was -3.5. So not bad. Not a bad spread. Just Warriors.
I'm refreshing right now. I'm about to give you an accurate depiction of it right now because I think it was like I saw +3 for Celtics for sure. Yeah. So we do have it as +3.5 now.
Still 3.5. So it opened at 3.5, bounced to 3. It's still 3.5. Celtics bettors wait till 4. The 4 is a good number if you favor the Celtics.
Yeah, I'm betting. I'm putting in my Golden State right now.
Warriors money line. Warriors money line. Take that. That's for me for game one, and then for WNBA for the sports bets. I'll start posting them more on Instagram for you guys. You guys are asking me why I don't post, like I used to on Instagram and shit like that. I got busy sometimes, man. I got to work, but especially post my ticket. But anyway, man, like I said, for that, I mean, I'm really definitely sticking with the Mystics. They've winning me a lot of money. I'm fading the Indiana Fever.
They took another L tonight.
Horrible team. What's the girl that's very pretty? She's doing her thing. She gets good buckets and stuff like that. But that team is just trash. Minnesota Lynx, a little up and down, fade them. What's the other team? The New York Liberty, when they're at home against, questionable teams. I kind of like them. And then obviously the Connecticut Sun. I love the Aces. Teams, the Aces are looking really good. I think Becky Hammond won Coach of the Month. Shout out to my girl Jackie Young. She be holding it down out there. And Plum, those girls get it in. The Seattle Storm are looking pretty good. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm heavy on that WNBA because it's winning me money. All right, the girls is doing what they're supposed to do, man. So and it's better to watch it.
They cover spreads. That's the one thing I can say about WNBA. They will cover the spread for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'll say this too. It's easy to watch the games when the girls look a little better now. You know what I mean? These days they look a little better. And old NBA, like I said, this is from a guy's perspective. I mean, guys might not want to hear it. I mean, the girls back in the old WNBA didn't look so good, all right? So
they look real good today.
I look good today.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I mean, but WNBA knows what it's doing. But like I said, good product. Keep up the good work. I don't know what's going on with the Brittany Griner situation. She's still hostage, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, she comes back.
Still not settled. Last I read was Russia wants to do a prisoner swap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. They got
I think an arms dealer. So
they holding that girl hostage. She ain't doing that. They holding that girl hostage. Yeah. All right. But yeah, man, that closes out, the show for today, man. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Share the show. Like I said, that's how we got to where we're at. BetUS, man, the sports book shine up, man. Promo code to the game. The link is at the bottom of the description of the show. All right. An example is if you put up $100 of your own money, BetUS is giving you $125 of free betting money. So it doesn't get no better than that. So go ahead and use that. And then for 68 vitamin gummies, I gotta get them to change the promo code because right now it's super wrong. And shit like that.
Can you explain the? So I got a note saying they were trying to figure out where to put the promo code. So I mean, when you go into the link at the bottom, because I put the link at the bottom of the show. At the bottom, okay, perfect.
Yeah, so you just click the link, and then you go to the store. You buy your product. When you're about to check out, you just type in the code. Well, actually, it's gonna be a new code. It's gonna be a new code tomorrow.
Okay.
But
it'll pop up when you check out, so they just got to go through the whole process.
Yep. Just go to the prop. I think you just go on Amazon or stuff like that, and then pop in the promo code. The promo code will change. All right, so stay informed and stuff like that. I'll try to as touch as many people as I can, and everything like that, so you guys are not confused, man. But like I said, that and then we'll see. Like I said, we got some more other stuff brewing for you guys, man. So. Like I said, keep sticking around. Thank you for the, tuning in and listening. Guys, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
No, just good luck on everybody's bets. Bet responsibly, and sign up at BetUS. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, peace, everybody. Y'all take it easy, and we'll see you next show.